Suppose I get the big speech. $1, $2 words in it.
Mulder, you're all washed up.
Put your best shirt on, we're back to make fools of the fools whose research lacks. Started drinking as a boy, now I'm an old man, but I just want one last kick at the can. So who knows what's behind that door? Just suit up, soldier, get ready for war. I'm sorry that you got it to be so, but this is not even a show. Sorry if you got it to be so, but this is not even a show. Hi everyone, Prank Stallone here, fresh off the live show, and let me tell you, being in the same room as all those people, I should preface this by saying I have not been in the room physically with other people for 6 to 7 years. It was quite enlightening and really changed my perspective and got me thinking, and the main thing I started thinking was, who am I going to leave this show to when I retire? Who am I going to pass it on to? And
Chris, I had a thought.
Oh, sorry, Jack. I didn't know you were here. You didn't announce me, and you haven't been showing up to any of the meetings, and you haven't been collecting your paychecks or anything like that.
Why not leave the show to your son, the wonderful Charlie? I know if I had a channel, and if my son wasn't one of the most prolific serial killers in history, I would love to do such a thing.
Baby Charlie. Yes, of course, I have a sweet 7-month-old baby named Charlie. Let's show the photographs.
And the cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon. Little boy blue and the man.
And that's not a bad idea, leaving it to my little baby boy Charlie. That is interesting to think about. And speaking of babies, though, let's go baby mode, a.k.a. let's get small. For years, Brian Rust has refused to open his doors. We called him relentlessly and tried to get them doors open, but instead he just moved to a studio with no doors and then shut off his phone lines. Well, I guess that means you'll never hear from Brian Rust again. Wrong. We got him. We got him anyways. He's back. Check it out.
How did America get this effing stupid? That is a really good question. That is really, truly a good question of how did America get this stupid? And we have. Oh, Bobby, you're giving me some love. Bobby UK, thank you. I appreciate that. Did you think I'm stupid? Well, I'm glad that you're watching the show on Rumble. I mean, I appreciate it. I mean, please do elaborate a little bit more about what you're thinking, because I'd love to hear what Bobby UK, what you got to say. Maybe you can educate me a little better. Hang on, we'll be right back.
Melting down snowflakes faster than a blowtorch and doing it with a smile. Now, here's Brian Rust on News Talk at 101.
All right, welcome back to hour number 2 of the show. Happy Taco Tuesday.
Hard and soft tacos.
Good morning. You know, I love leftists with the way that they act and behave. Whenever you challenge them, they always run away. They're the ones that will come up and they will say something mean and then run away, thinking that I got him. I got him. You're so stupid. I'm talking about you. You're stupid. Okay. Let me tell you, I need a break now. My feelings are so hurt. I need some tissue. Hang on, let me get the box of tissue up here because, oh my God, he insulted me so badly. But this is the typical thing of the left, because I responded with,
You got more than that or what?
Because of the fact that a politician like Kamala Harris and Joe Biden both come out and said,
oh, the Nobel laureates, they say that my plan's the greatest plan ever in the world, and Donald Trump sucks.
Well, elaborate. Who are these people?
Who are these people?
It's always the idiots on Rumble that come out. I mean, that's where I get them the most. And the thing that I love about it, too, is that eventually the insult will also come out, and I'm waiting for it by this nitwit or maybe one of the others that'll pop on and say something and be like, oh, well, nobody's even watching this. Let me tell you something. I will fully say this right now. Of all of the platforms that this show is on, Wimpkin, Rumble, the News Talk at 101 app, News Talk at 101 here in Panama City, Rumble is the worst performing one. Straight up the worst performing one during the live show. the live show that goes on from 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. Central Time. It has, I don't know, 10 to 30 viewers at a time on the Rumble. It's one of those things where, sure, I could probably promote it a little bit better and get it up, but I don't care. You know, if you want to watch it on Rumble, watch it on Rumble. If you want to watch it on Wimpkin, watch it on Wimpkin. But I don't care. So, like, when these leftists come on and they're like, oh my God, like nobody's even watching this. And then, of course, they got to throw all these other insults. Let me tell you something.
I have no feelings.
I have no feelings, and you can throw your insults at me, and it doesn't matter. It's like that little kid that runs up to just tag you and then run away and think that they won the battle. It's like, so you said something. And then you can't back it up when somebody comes up to you and says, all right, back it up. You want to talk a little bit more about it? I can't do that.
I can't do that because I've already exhausted all of my feelings and I can't do anymore.
I know. And again, you want to crack on me.
I think I'm looking forward to cracking up.
For saying that I'm stupid. I mean, you can say anything that you want, but you have to back it up. You have to back it up. Oh, here we go. Do I want to know the main reason why I'm an absolute moron? From somebody like you, absolutely, Bobby UK. Please enlighten me why I'm such a moron. And I'm glad that you're wasting your time this morning playing on the show. But go ahead, give us some examples right there in the Rumble chat. I would love to hear it. Oh, it's because I won't open the effing doors, you geek. Really? Did they just let you out the hospital? Are the guys with the white vests, are they looking for you? I mean, what a stupid argument, Bobby. That is the dumbest. You want to sit here and you want to call me a moron. You want to call me stupid. And the main reason why I'm an absolute moron is because I won't open the doors? Oh, that's a good one. That's funny. You're clearly a Kamala Harris supporter, aren't you? You probably have like a whole shrine to Kamala Harris out there, and you just think she's the greatest thing ever. I can see it now. Loser. I bet you're one of the people who also thinks that you'll get arrested if Donald Trump becomes the president. Because, you know, Donald Trump has proven to be that type of a person. And that the left also thinks that that's the type of thing. Oh, it's because I can't figure out how to make the phones work, you idiot. Like I would want somebody like you on the show anyhow, Bobby. You've got the IQ of a 1-year-old. Actually, you know, Cohen's daughter, the 2.5-year-old daughter, is probably smarter than you are because this is your argument that you come. This is great. I love this. I love it when you come up with that one. By the way, it's not that I can't figure out how to make the phones work. There are technical reasons behind it. But you think you're so smart. You think you're the smartest person on the planet. Oh, I love it. I love it. This is the great one. That's your argument. Because I can't open the doors and can't figure out how to get the phones to work. Did you go back and read the stuff that you said? I mean, seriously. Seriously, go back and read the stuff that you say and try and figure out where your intelligence level is, because it's not there.
Melting down snowflakes faster than a blowtorch and doing it with a smile.
Micah Beckwith is running for lieutenant governor in Indiana, and he's come under fire recently for some real boneheaded comments about pronouns and migrants. He's a real dipshit, and we had him on a show where the host is a really big fan, but unfortunately the host's brother is not such a big fan. Check it out. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the program. Today, very excited to be joined by a special guest. He is running for lieutenant governor in the state of Indiana. He is Micah Beckwith. Micah, thank you so much for joining us today.
Hey, thanks for having me. Good to be with you.
So, obviously, got to get it out of the way. You have found your name in the headlines a little bit. You are sort of, I guess, a bit of an enemy of the left these days. Obviously, you made some comments alluding to firing employees or getting rid of them if they use pronouns in their email signatures. And then I guess another thing that caught a little bit of heat was the comment about the legal Haitian immigrants in a county in Indiana that you were saying, hey, they're legal now, but at some point they're going to be illegal, so let's just get rid of them now before they become illegal. And a lot of people jumped on that as well. And I guess you called some of the Democratic women Jezebels as well, but that's just because you're a religious guy. I think it has a lot of like negative old time connotations, but people don't realize that when you're a religious guy, you just like say that weird old stuff sometimes, and you can't even really help it because you're always reading the weird old text and stuff like that. But it's interesting. I have as everybody knows here on the show, I have a brother who is not a conservative. I will just say that. He is a liberal through and through. And his name is Connor, so it's an appropriate name for him as well. But he always has a whole lot to say about the people that I'm interviewing. And my brother Connor was really like, the pronouns thing is like, I feel like maybe it's just sort of he's like saying it just to appeal to a certain group of doofuses, and to sort of say like, there's single issue voters, and the single issues for some reason somehow is people using pronouns, and that those idiots will say like, oh hey, this guy's gonna get rid of woke and all that stuff. And really, like what he says is like, and I disagree with him on this, but he's like, what does it matter if they sign their things with their pronouns at the end if they're not asking you to do it? Like, he's like, well, how could anybody have a problem with that? Who could ever care about that? Only like, he's like, only the fucking absolute, biggest geek in the world or whatever, or like some sort of try-hard kind of hall monitor kind of geek kind of guy would ever care about something like that.
Yeah, so the context of that question was, what do you do about the deep state bureaucratic sort of swamp that we see in Washington and in state government, where you have unelected bureaucrats embedding themselves into the system to stop the agenda of elected officials? So then I said, and they said, how do you find them? I said, well, you can look at people who have put pronouns in their signatures, because I promise you, they're probably not on the side of conservatism. They got blown out of proportion from the media, just like the media always does. They didn't look at the context. They just said, oh, he hates people with pronouns. No, I don't. It's not what I said. Go back and listen to what I said. And it's
I did listen to what you said.
Yeah.
And it sort of does sound like you don't like people with pronouns, but it's okay.
That's not true at all.
Or that you like think that they're like your enemy or something, or they're against you.
I don't. I'm telling you right now, I don't think that at all.
I don't know. He says that you tanked, what's his name? Braun? Is that Braun is the governor? Is that like this whole thing would be over already? It would be if it weren't for you, and that all that you've done is make it more difficult on him, and that you've been just a terrible running mate because of all these things that we're discussing, of like all these things that you seem to find yourself in all these controversies that are really easy for the media to jump on, and that it's really done a disservice to, the people that you're trying to actually get elected to serve, and also to your running mate, and that you look like Seth MacFarlane, but a little bit bigger as well. He said that you look like Seth MacFarlane, but you look a little bit bigger than him in the face. And that it's like,
Where's your brother live?
I mean, he lives with me. We live in the same house together. We live together. But I can literally get him right now. I'm not even joking. He's right there.
I mean, sure.
Okay, one second.
I'll talk to anybody. What's up, Connor?
Hey, man. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Not too bad. Yeah, this whole thing, he's starting to get it now.
Got it.
He's starting to figure it out. It's not serious. The real outlets don't want to do interviews with you because you're just so unappealing. Well, Butch is getting very excited about the election, and there's only one person that he's voting for, but his favorite pal, Bill Posey, posed the question, who are you voting for and why? And Butch had to call in. Check it out.
Let's go to the question of the day. Here's the question of the day. Why, Barbara Jane Brazil, are you voting for Kamala Harris? Give it to us straight. Tell us why. Tell us why you are voting. What are you laughing about? Come on.
I would rather have the stray cat in the backyard be president than that stupid, imbecilic, cackling human being. First of all, I mean, there's many reasons why I'm not voting for this woman.
Tell me. Why aren't you voting for her?
First of all, how about a person who did, as I can see, very little but travel around, shake hands, and laugh a lot? You think you're watching Saturday Night Live. The woman is just absolutely incompetent, stupid, but more than that, she's demonic and divisive. Another thing, we have a country to run, and we don't run it on sympathy. Oh, I can't say the word, sympathy.
Good morning. Who am I talking to?
Hey, it's Butch.
Hey, Butch, what's going on?
Not too much. I was very happy you got to speak with my mom, Barbara, just phoned in as my mom. That's my mom. Did you know that?
Yes, I did.
So that, like her, I'm not a vote on Kamala because I'm a little too smart on for that, and I'm voting for the guy who's as smart with the French fries. And of course, it's Donnie Trump. And I agree with my mom, Barbara, that Joe Biden is old, and whereas Donald Trump is very young, like you. And I believe that if you could ask my mom to please call me as well, I'll give you my number.
Okay, go ahead.
My number is 911. Just kidding. I'm having fun, but no, seriously, I am going to vote for Kamala, I'm going to vote for Donald Trump because I think it's important for America to do with policies, and I like him more, and he's also a man, and I feel more comfortable voting for him because he's a man like me, and he is also, I feel not as comfortable to vote for because I'm a little bit, I guess, a racist, and I don't want to vote for a person of color as much as a white person.
Why would that make any difference?
Just to me, my kind of person, it makes a difference too. Maybe not for some people, but that's why I want to vote for Donald Trump.
Hey, I appreciate you calling in, Butch. We love you, man. Don't be a stranger.
Thanks. I love you, Barbara. Mama, come home, mommy.
Talk to you. Oh, yeah, Butch is right in prime time.
All right, everyone, that's the end of this episode, unless you're a patron. And if you're not a patron, what the hell? There's only a few more months. Get over there. $5, get some bonus content this week. Well, it's Alice Blaine with one of his best calls ever. He gets a host so mad that he starts screaming and yelling at Al. It's a real fucking classic. Check it out over on the Patreon. The link is below. Thanks so much. Bye.